Dr. Mindy here, and the top question that I get from my community is, how do I lose belly fat in midlife? I hear you. It is definitely a battle that many of us experience. So, and put in the comments if you're one of them. We are a safe community here, and I'm always here to teach you how to fall in love with your body, how to understand your body, and how to make great decisions that are right for you with your health. But I'm also here to create a beautiful community. So we hear you. We've all been there. I don't know a midlife woman that hasn't been there. So here are 3 simple tools that I want to give you for burning this belly fat. And before I do that, I just want to share some of the amazing testimonials we've been having, from many of you here on YouTube, but also in our Reset Academy, because I think I sit here and give you information, and I think it's really important that you learn how to apply the information. And we can learn often how to apply information by hearing other people's stories. So sit with me here for a moment. This is a testimonial from one of our Reset Academy members who lost 30 pounds. And her name is Christine, and she's living proof that this lifestyle works. So she gained a lot of weight around menopause. How many of us did that happen? And nothing seemed to help her until she decided to start combining. And this is really important. Because I know I get this question all the time. She started to combine fasting with foods in a way that supported her hormones. So she learned, I'm just sharing knowledge, you decide, if it fits for you, but she learned that she could balance her hormones by learning how to fast and how to eat for her hormones. And once she figured it out and had a formula, her results were amazing. And I want to just read a quote from her, and then I'm going to go into 3 easy ways for you. She said that Fast Like a Girl helped her get past the huge menopause hurdle and lose 30 pounds, the last 30 pounds. And it has added years to life as well as improved my quality of life. Her functional health results say that she's 16.8 years younger than her actual age. And I thought I'd share in case anyone needs a little inspiration. This is what Christine said, if I can overcome my sugar addiction, so can you. So thank you, Christine, for your testimonial. We'll put her pre and post pictures up. Now, let's help you. 3 ways that you can burn this belly fat. First, intermittent fasting. Okay, I am not joking. I have watched more people lose weight with intermittent fasting, and I have seen more posts and podcast interviews of people saying intermittent fasting doesn't help women lose weight. If you put a gun to my head and asked me this question, I would say it is one of the best tools for losing weight. So don't be shy away from intermittent fasting just because there's a lot of clickbait out there trying to distract you from this powerful tool for midlife belly fat. So here's what you need to know about daily intermittent fasting. So menopause disrupts your metabolism. And as we lose estrogen, we start to get more blood sugar swings, more food cravings, the energy becomes unstable, and this metabolic flexibility that I talked about and the metabolic switch I talked about in Fast Like a Girl, it becomes rusty. And so what you can start by doing is skipping 1 meal. Now, this could be breakfast, this could be dinner, but you want to leave at least 12 to 15 hours is what the science says without food. And now some of you are going to want to eat breakfast, so maybe you stop eating at 4 or 5 in the evening so that your 12 hours starts earlier. Some of you don't like eating breakfast, and you're going to make that window, that fasting window, go from like 7 o'clock at night until, the next morning, 8 or 9 the next morning. So you choose which meal you're skipping, either breakfast or lunch. Breakfast or dinner. Okay, if you're doing a 24-hour fast, you could even do lunch to lunch. So if you're listening to other health influencers are saying don't skip breakfast, and you find breakfast really helpful, then don't skip breakfast, skip dinner. So it'd be almost better to skip dinner. Okay, so what does this look like? Let's say you don't eat your first meal till 12. If you want to go, 14 to 16 hours without eating, then you'd open your eating window at 12, and you might eat from, on and off from 12 to 7 at night. That's a 7-hour eating window. And now that is leaving about 17 hours of fasting. So you could even do maybe your first meal is at noon, and maybe you stop eating at 8 or 9 o'clock at night if you're a night eater. So you get to make this choice. But when you go somewhere around 14 to 16, I give you 12 even because some of you rock 12, but really what the science says is that at 14 to 16 hours without food, your metabolism shifts into fat burning mode. You come on over here into fat burning mode and it starts to burn fat. So if you're wanting more belly weight off, please do a little longer, closer to 16. And there was a 23 review in Nutrients that found that intermittent fasting reduced appetite, it stabilized blood sugar, it helped you control sugar cravings, and it decreased body fat, but specifically a visceral body fat, which is belly fat. So it's daily. I will put the link to that study in here so you can dissect it. Okay, number 2. So you're going to intermittent fast daily. The second thing you're going to do is embrace what I call the ketobiotic diet. So for years when I was studying the keto diet, I just felt like the carb count was way too low. So I came up with my version called Ketobiotic. I wrote about it in both of these books. And really what the Ketobiotic is I gave you a carb count of about 50 grams of net carbs. Now, for those of you who don't know what a net carb is, it's the total carb amount minus the fiber. And if you notice the biotic part sounds like a probiotic, it's because in the ketobiotic diet, I really want you to get your carbs from fruits and vegetables and sweet potatoes and regular potatoes. This isn't carbs you're restricting, just, restricting bread. I actually want you to change the way you're bringing your carb source in. It's really, really important for weight loss, especially around the mid-belly. So here are the 4 rules of the ketobiotic diet. If you don't have the book, let's simplify it. You're going to eat under 50 grams of carbs a day. You're going to have healthy fat and protein with every meal. The third one is you're going to have 2 servings of high fiber veggies with every meal. And the fourth one is at least 1 serving of fermented food with every meal. Easy? I mean, literally, this is the key. This is the key to the belly fat. It's not complicated. Don't let anybody sell you some snake oil that says, oh, take this and your belly fat will go away. It is 4 consistent food habits. I will repeat them again really quickly. Under 50 grams net carbs, healthy fats and protein with every meal, 2 servings of high fiber vegetables with every meal, and at least 1 serving of fermented food every day, but I'd prefer it with every meal. So what this might look like, a very classic dinner in my household often is grass-fed steak. I'm getting the omega-3s from there. I will do a sweet potato. Now I'm getting all the benefits. Magnesium is a high benefit, helps with hormones. So I do the sweet potato. I'll put grass-fed butter on it. And then I'll take microgreens because microgreens have more nutrients in it. I'll drizzle, so I get my fat. I'll drizzle olive oil over the top of it. And then I'll take a little bit of sauerkraut on the side. That's what those 4 rules look like. If you don't do meat, I often do sprouted garbanzo beans, sprouted lentils. They are high in protein. So sometimes I'll just add that to that meal and skip the meat. It's that simple. Let me know if you want more meal ideas. I can bring that to you as well. So a 2025 study in BMC Women's Health found that there was a strong link between carb quality, and menopause symptoms. And I just wanted, this is really important because the ketobiotic diet is powerful for menopausal women, yet much of the messaging out there that you all are getting is menopausal women need to eat carbs, but nobody's saying quality carbs. If you go off and you just start eating a lot of breads and pastas and cakes and cookies, your menopause symptoms are going to go through the roof. But if you really curate your carbs, you follow this ketobiotic diet, you really will see a change in those symptoms. And a quick note that the authors of this study said was that postmenopausal women were really the women in their 40s and 50s. It was more important in those decades to eat quality carbs than any other time. And the authors even found that when women ate higher quality carbs, they had fewer hot flashes, night sweats, memory issues, mood swings than other menopausal symptoms. And because these 4 steps are so high in fiber, it's also great for losing belly fat. If I want to lose belly fat, think about fiber. It's really, add in fiber. Like I feel like I should be the poster child that walks around. You want to lose belly fat? Add in fiber. Okay. Now, a 2020 study, this one's really interesting, gave 140 healthy adults 15 grams of fiber dissolved in water for 12 weeks. So it's like a psyllium husk in water. And what they found is the fiber group, and they compared it to a fiber-free group, a placebo group, and the fiber group saw a significant decrease in belly fat and waist circumference compared to the group that didn't get 15 grams. I've also brought you research showing that 25 grams can be really helpful. So this is why the ketobiotic diet that I outlined in these 2 books, I still stand by it. There's actually nothing, this is pretty powerful for an author to say, there's literally nothing I would change in those books. They're working, they're powerful. So if you need to know more about that, please dive into it. Okay, third thing that you want to add in. Have you noticed I haven't really taken away much and you're losing belly fat? We can't always go into deprivation as being the solution for losing belly fat. So the third thing is eat soy every day. Now, soy is really high in fiber. It's low in carbs, so it fits into the ketobiotic food, the food plan really well. And what a journal, a 2020 review in the Journal of Nutrition, Science, and Vitaminology found that phytoestrogen-rich soy speeds up your metabolism and it helps women burn more total fat throughout the day. So it's like one of these really weird foods that speeds your metabolism up. And oh my God, were we not told to eat soy years ago? I feel like sometimes the messaging is out there to destroy women. So we get all messed up in our head. But guess what? Soy's back. The science is saying that women, especially menopausal women, we need to be thinking about more soy. There was also a 21 review that showed that phytoestrogens in soy increased estrogen levels and decreased menopause symptoms. So it's more than just losing weight, but it will make you feel so much better. A couple of high phytoestrogen foods for you to know. We talked about soy, raw soybeans, edamame. Obviously, tofu is a version of soy nuts. Soy milk, but make your own. Soy sauce, if you're not gluten-free, I am gluten-free, so I always ask for tamari sauce, which is a gluten-free version, and miso. So I always get a cup of miso soup if I go to a Japanese restaurant. So these are other ways to get soy in. Easy, right? This is not complicated. I really fear that the messaging in the culture is made to scare you. It's made to put you into fear. It's made to take your power away. And when you start looking at the science and you see that something as simple as a 16-hour fast, a ketobiotic diet, and really revving up your soy can have a dramatic impact on your belly fat, it's easy. You just need to know what to do. It's not white. We're not, the new thing in 2026 is we don't white knuckle weight loss anymore. We become strategic about it. And these are the strategies that I highly recommend. If you are on any of the weight loss drugs, I add this in and see if you can get off the weight loss drugs, because we're seeing that in our community as well. Now, if you've used these tools, put it in the comments. Also, how much weight have you lost by just reading my books? We're keeping a tally. So how much weight have you lost? Let us know in total. But most importantly, don't give up on yourself. Don't fall prey to fear, marketing, because you hold the power to your health. It's just that nobody gave you in the instruction manual. So belly fat, here's the instruction manual. And those are the top 3 things I recommend. I hope that helps. If this helped, you're not going to want to stop there. Check out this video.